Hi everyone, welcome to rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're doing a yoga practice for our throat chakra. So find a little bit of space to move, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So make your way into a nice comfy seat, and let's just start by talking about what the throat chakra relates to. So our throat chakra is obviously located in our throat, and it relates mostly to or entirely to communication. And so that is both speaking and listening. So you might find that when you have a nice open energy channel in your throat, you are a good communicator. So you are a good listener. You are good with your words. When you're out of balance, you might feel like you hear something that goes one ear and out the other. You're not so good at communicating, and it can be frustrating for yourself and for others. So let's allow this practice today just to open, to clear all that might be happening in our throat chakra and just to be better communicators for the rest of the day. So you guys, if you haven't already found your nice comfy seat, make your way there. And we're just going to start by loosening up the neck. So let your hands rest wherever's comfy. Close your eyes and let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Bringing some length into the back of the neck. And relaxing your jaw while you're here. Teeth like to come together a little bit too much sometimes. So just keep some space between the teeth. And then we're just going to let our head roll over towards the right shoulder. Just bringing some length to the side of the neck. And maybe reaching the left arm out towards the side. Doesn't have to find the floor. It's just kind of reaching to drop that left shoulder to create just a bit more length. And you can bring that left hand back in if you did reach it out. Let's let our chin roll back towards the collarbone, nice and slow. Pause here for a moment. Maybe you can sit just a little bit taller. And then when you're ready, let your head roll over towards the left shoulder. Finding that nice, sweet stretch of the neck. And then if that right arm or fingertips want to reach out to the side a little, let them. And then bringing that hand back in. Let's let our chin roll towards the collarbone again. Pause here, sit a little taller. We tend to slouch sometimes when we stretch our neck. And then use an inhale to lift your chin back up to neutral. And then I want you to see if you can keep lifting your chin as high as you can get it. The hands might want to come behind the head for a little bit of support, but creating some length through the front of the neck. And then nice and slow, you can start to bring your chin back down to a neutral place. All right, you guys, so we're going to stay seated a little longer. Move if you need to move. We're going to interlace our fingers, and we're going to bring our knuckles towards or underneath our chin. And we're going to do a little bit of breath work to get things flowing throughout that throat chakra. So we're going to start here with the knuckles, the hands just under the chin. And as you inhale, we're going to lift the elbows out to the side. So inhale, lift the elbows, keep the shoulders down. And as you exhale, we're going to lift the chin and bring the forearms back together. And the elbows if you can. So now the chin's lifted. Inhale, drop the chin to neutral, lift the elbows. And exhale, lift the chin as high as you can. Pull the forearms together, the elbows together. Inhale. And exhale. Out your mouth, exhale. Inhale through the nose. And exhale at the mouth. Few more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. And relax. Awesome, you guys. Just turn your chin side to side a little bit. That was also a stretch for the neck. Just loosen things up a little bit more. And then we're going to come onto our hands and onto our knees. So find your way into tabletop, all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Let's do a little cat and cow, but I want you to think about the neck while we move. So as you inhale, drop your belly, start to lift your chest, and then think about the chin, creating some length through the front of the neck. Just going as far as feels good. And as you exhale, start to round the spine, bringing the chin all the way towards the collarbone if you can. Inhale again, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift that chin, find the length through the front of the neck. And exhale as you round. Trying to create length the back of the neck as you chuck your chin. Let's do one more. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. Coming back to a nice flat back. We're just going to sit on our heels. So we're going to be creating more length through the back of the neck. You can drop the chin to the collarbone. If you want a little extra, you can clasp the hands behind the head, using the weight from the arms to create a bit more length. Or if you would like to come with me into rabbit, we're going to start by tucking the chin towards the collarbone, and then we're going to be bringing the crown of the head to the floor just in front of the knees. So you can actually grab onto your feet if you can. Tuck that chin, bring the head down, and then maybe the hips want to lift. Maybe not. So nice and slow. If you had the hips lifted, just lower them back down. Use an inhale to come back up. And then lift your chin back up to neutral. Let's let the left ear fall towards the left shoulder. And then bringing the head up and let it fall all the way to the right shoulder. Awesome work, you guys. Bring your head back up to a neutral place. We're going to slide our knees out nice and wide. So we're going to be taking child's pose, but we're going to be bringing our right cheek to the mat instead of our forehead. So you can reach your arms above your head for child's pose, or you can bring your hands between your legs and maybe grab onto your feet. Either way, I want you to just rest your right cheek. And then from here, we're just going to turn to bring our left cheek to the mat. Just switching sides. And then nice and slow, you guys, we're going to come back up. So transitioning into a nice comfy seat, we're just going to do one more breath work exercise, and that's Ujjayi breath, which is very common in yoga practice, and it actually has become just super natural for me. I usually breathe in Ujjayi breath, and it's a throat breathing exercise, and you just want to think about fogging up a window. So if you're like, to fog up a window, it's coming from the throat. So, but besides keeping our mouth open because we're fogging up a window, we're going to keep our mouth closed, and the air is actually going to come through the nose, but the breath is going through the throat. It's nice, strong throat breathing. So just give it a try. It's kind of vocal. You should be able to hear it. Inhale. Exhale. Just thinking about fogging up that window. If you need to do it with your mouth open a few times and breathe against your hand to just kind of get the movement. It's a lot easier on the exhale than it is on the inhale, so just play with it. Just moving the energy flow through the throat. Awesome, you guys. So stay with that breath, but reach your arms out wide. And we'll cross the right arm over top. You can give yourself a hug to open up through the upper back, or you can come into full eagle arms. But I want you to keep that Ujjayi breath, the nice strong throat breathing. And then just one little add-on. I want you to start to drop your elbows and tuck your chin towards your collarbone, keeping that nice throat Ujjayi breathing. And with an inhale, come back up, unwind your arms, and switch sides, left over top. Stay here, or elbows or palms together. Find that nice breath. And then when you're ready, you can let the elbows fall and the chin can tuck. And using an inhale, come up, unwind, reach, stretch, and exhale, relax. Awesome, you guys. So starting to lay all the way down onto your back. Keeping your feet planted, your knees bent. So we've been doing a lot of chin to collarbone movements today. We're sticking with that, but we're going to start to move the collarbone towards the chin instead. So with bridge pose, walk your feet in towards your hips, rest your arms at your sides. You're going to start to lift the hips up, and then you want to think about lifting the chest as well and bringing the collarbone towards your chin. So you might need to rock the shoulders in a little bit underneath you and see if you can make that connection with the collarbone coming towards the chin. And if you're able to bring in that Ujjayi breath, that throat breathing, you can start to do it now. Taking one more inhale. And an exhale to let the hips come down. The collarbone can leave the chin. You can just rock the knees side to side a little bit. Maybe give that low back a little massage. If you have shoulder stand in your practice, it's another pose that brings the collarbone towards the chin. So you can either do bridge again, or you can come with me into shoulder stand. So you can start by lifting the legs up into the air, lifting the hips, bring your hands to your low back, and then try to bring the collarbone towards the chin. Let me just make sure that my microphone isn't getting crunched. With those feet lifted, just think about bringing the collarbone towards the chin. And you can stay here in shoulder stand, or you can find plow pose. Once again, bringing the collarbone towards the chin. And then anybody that has the hips lifted, nice and slow as you can, bring them all the way back down towards the mat. Once the feet or the hips touch, you can lower the feet. And if you're in bridge pose, bring your hips back down. We're going to take a twist, so reach your arms out to the side. Let your knees fall towards the left. And then let's just think about that chin again. See if you can turn your chin towards the right. And if you're able to bring that ujjayi, that throat breathing back in, start to do that now. And then with an inhale, lift the chin back up, lift the knees back up. And let's switch sides. Turning the chin towards the left. Remembering to use that ujjayi breath if you can. And let's use an inhale to lift the knees, lift the chin. You can start to walk your legs out nice and long. Spreading your feet out nice and wide. Rest your arms at your sides. Shavasana. Start to let go of any effort you're putting into your breath. Just let your body take over. Staying here for as long as you have time for. But until we meet again enjoy the rest of your day. Communicate well and free. Namaste.